Alrighty, we have a package to open. Are you ready for it? Here we go. What do we have here, friends? This is interesting. It's also not quite what I was expecting. Something else. Let's dive in. This month I got quite a few lovely pieces as part of my art haul. I'm going to share these and more with you in today's video. Okay, let's start with this. So the reason I ordered this pencil case is because I have been taking out bundles of pencils like so with a hairband, and the tops keep breaking. I've tried taking them in this pack. Again, as you can see, bundled together based upon what I'm working on at the moment. And again, the leads keep getting caught. So I thought, well, it would be good to just keep this as like drawing materials, like my everyday drawing kit, and have something that I can use with just a selection of colors. Here's one I prepared earlier. I bought this as a 24 pencil case. From the reviews, my understanding is you're lucky if you can get 4 into each section. You can see that it's made with like quite tight elastic strips. I'm very much used to working with this elastic because, you know, I sew and design fashion, so I'm used to thick elastic. So I also knew that if I put something in it to prep it, which is what I did yesterday once this arrived, that as you can see, the elastic will stretch out because it's just natural what it does. All elastics do stretch a certain amount, and not all elastics have great recovery. Recovery being whether they can come back to their original length. So in this one I had to put quite thick pens. This one I've got 4 in, quite a chunky micron. My sole purpose for doing that was so that we could see the difference once they have been like sat in there for a while. So I should be able to fit more pencils in there than I have previously been able to fit when they first came up, is what I mean by that, because I tried to fit 4 in each section and I couldn't. So this is 4, 8, 12 times 2 is 24. I'm just going to put these to one side. This one is the Genuine Leather, handcrafted from top grain leather, providing a long-lasting solution for organizing, storing and transporting full sets of colored pencils. The zipper snaps closed. Well, that's something that I really like about it, is it has a little popper right here. And so I quite like that little detail. It's a nice little touch. Now, if you saw my August art haul, you'll be aware I had bought a tool wrap from Etsy and I had Evie Diva doodles written on it. They didn't put the writing where I thought it would go, and actually I don't like it so much. It's not very good for getting my majority of my materials in. I should have just gone for the peg and awl, but it's a lot of money for the peg and awl. So I got the other one. Anyway, I've taken the other one back to the UK and it's at my dad's. And I thought, well, because I don't really want to spend that amount of money on the peg and awl, I'll get this and we will fill it out with some pencils. But of course, that meant I had to think about the pencils I've got and pencils I want. And, you know, it's silly. If I'm going to order from Jackson's and pay to have it delivered here, then probably I should get more than just the one thing in order to make the most of it, right? Am I kidding myself? And so that may be what's in this box. Now, are you ready? Ooh. I should point out this is not what I'm supposed to be videoing today. I've got so many videos to do for my main channel. Now, that is quite a meaty selection. How many did we get? Let's have a count. 2, 4, 6, 14, 16, 18, 24. Oh, that was convenient. I'm a little bit naughty. So yeah, I guess we could see if these will all fit. Let's lay them down and just admire the beauty of them for now. Maybe I'm going to put the browns to the side with the greens, some warmer reds and yellows. I'm going to swatch these out for you so you can see them. Like, I'm not just taunting you with like the beautiful colours here in front of you. Oh my gosh, look at those. Aren't they lovely? Oh my days. Oh, what's this? Burnt? No, it's not burnt. It looks like a burnt sienna 10%, but it's actually cinnamon. Put that there. We'll put the greys. Oh, decisions, my friends. That's a kind of thingy green. Oh my days. What's this? This is a violety grey. A regular grey. Browns. I feel like we're going to go into the browns. Let's put the greens to the side. Oh my gosh, look at these. Aren't they just so yummy? There's a darker green here. Maybe these are more reddy than browny. I'm going to have to edit this down, aren't I? Because yeah, people are going to be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh look, we've got blues. Oh no. Look at these. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to stop buying pencils, don't I? Like, what am I realistically going to do with all of these pencils? That's a turquoise, helio turquoise, I think. Yeah, that's kind of a cross between here and here. Oh my gosh, what's this? Sepia? Sepia? Dark sepia. Okay, so maybe we go like that. There we go, friends. Aren't they beautiful? Who wants to swatch them out with me? Oh, let me get some paper. I feel like I should probably share this as well, because I did buy this month for art supplies, and that's why I ended up getting this as well. This is the same company, it's the Lihit Labs as this one, which I love. The problem I found with this is it's not very organized, like things flap around when I put pencils in it. So what I've done is I've made it into a mini pattern cutting packet, bag, case, I don't know what to call this thing now. And so this means that I can do like my pattern cutting, which I do for my main business wherever I am in the house. I just take it with me and do the mini things for like Instagram and stuff. So now that I've got that out of the way, oh crap, it's falling. I think the problem I have is that my sewing room / studio is far too small for all the things I do. You've seen this one before, I think. It's a rubbish one. I organized it for my trip to Egypt and then never used it. It's got some drawings, that kind of thing, and we're going to test them out on this one because my main sketchbook is upstairs and I can't really go upstairs because otherwise it will be discovered what I'm doing. I'm not supposed to be doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch them out in here and then I'll write the names in afterwards and I'll show you so you can see them, but I'll tell you as we're doing them. So this is Luminance Violet Grey 093. I love colors so much. It's interesting because I know none of you are here for the fashion stuff, but in terms of fashion trends, suddenly I'm someone that's always worn a lot of like monochrome colors, and the trend this year at the moment for autumn, fall, whatever you call it, this is French grey 30%, is for monochromy, like all one tone, like solid colors, and not so much in the way of colorful colors and prints and things. It's quite like darks and moody darks. And the irony is I finally, like at the beginning of this year, end of last year, moved away from that and now wear a lot of color because, you know, I love color. So in terms of like fashion style, I do not fit in again. Polychromos this time, beige red 132. Apologies, my email is suddenly pinging. Do you know something else? I bought that tripod and to do videos and I keep forgetting to actually get it set up. So instead I've got this overhead thing so you can see my desk worktop clearly, and then when I do things it goes Ooh, this one, sorry, I forgot to tell you, this is Cinnamon 189 Polychromos. A lot of these are Polychromos because I was reading up on the differences between Luminance and Polychromos, and I had some color gaps and I thought, well, maybe I'll just like get some Polychromos, test them out a bit more. We've got Rose Carmine Polychromos 1, 2, 4. How many have we got? So if there's 24 in there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next line. We might as well make it like level or pretty or organized. You know what I'm like if you've been here a while. I don't know why I'm doing circles. I never do circles. I normally do squares. It's a bit odd, isn't it, friends? Okay, again, Polychromos Fuchsia 1, 2, 3. I can't remember who it was, but somebody I used to watch their YouTube channels and they used to call it Fuskia. Not fuchsia, but Fuskia. I think it's one of those words that if English isn't your first language, it's quite a tricky one to pronounce. Fuchsia. How do you say it? Like, you know, if you're English or American English or another country that speaks English, how do you say it? Fuchsia? And if you're not, English is not your first language, how do you say it? I'm not taking the mickey. I'm not like teasing. I just find it really interesting how different people from different places say things in different ways. Polychromos Pompeian Red 191. This looked so pretty on the screen. Actually, I didn't give this its due. That's a really pretty color, the fuchsia. Ooh, this one just feels like a redder version of this. What was this? This was cinnamon. So this is a redder version of cinnamon. It has the same kind of level of warmth to it, but just a kind of like a deeper color, in my opinion. But I'm not a color nerd. I just like looking at them and appreciating the beauty of color. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, we're on to the brown. Polychromos Caput Mortem 169. Ooh, well, it needs sharpening in a funny way, I think. That's kind of like tasty, chocolatey. Look at that. Nom nom nom. You see that? Okay, next line. This one is Faber-Castell Polychromos Caput Mortem Violet 263. I wonder how it differs to this one. Oh, okay, it's darker. Can you see that? It's cooler. It has a more violet undertone. Interesting. You see that? I should probably zoom in so you can see them more clearly, but I want you to appreciate the full selection I have here. But I will zoom in and show you after. Golden Sun Dew and Light Fast. So these are a new thing for me. I bought some earlier in the month, which I'll show you. Look at those. Ooh, that is beautiful. Do you know this one was sitting in my Jackson's basket for a long time, and I was like, do I really need that kind of like warm golden yellow? Yes, I did, because I'm a happier person now that I've seen that. Caran d'Ache Luminance Raw Sienna 036. Curiously, I don't have a raw sienna in pencil form. Look at that. So this one is a little bit more like dirty than the Golden Sun. Like Golden Sun is like beautiful golden sunny yellow. This one is a bit dirty. It's like a dirty sandy beach. And then Luminance Green Ochre 025. Ooh, yeah. It's like a kind of like an olivey greeny. Look at that. Pretty. Now the thing is, I don't have all of these colours in my one book. 1 second. Sorry, there was a car underneath my window about to depart, and they had to do a 53-point turn because a 3-point turn is too much. Far too easy. I shouldn't tease, but it was like there was no need for that many turns. Moving on to the greeny blue side of what I've created here. Again, Polychromos Earth Green Yellowish. I like that, yellowish. I didn't know anyone added ish to their words of colors. That's not even good English, sorry, I butchered that. But I love that. Earth Green Yellowish 168. What was I saying before? Something about colors. Oh yeah, so basically over the last like couple of months my pencil collection has steadily increased. I realize at this point I probably, am I recording? Yeah, I probably ought to have like bought a box set, but I didn't. And I think had I bought a box set, it probably would have been more sensible in terms of financialness, like spendy. This one is Moss Green 225. But that said, I think I wouldn't have fallen in love with pencils the way that I have, because it's the magic of having like, you know, if I'd have gotten like a big box set. My friend Angie got a gorgeous box of pencils for Christmas a few years ago when she was still living here before she moved back to Australia. And I remember looking at them and striking and being like, oh, that's such a beautiful selection. But if you've got a selection like a box of like 120 or 200 or whatever they make these boxes in, like you're not, and you're swatching them out, you're not going to be like oohing at every single color, because you're going to get kind of like, you're going to get wrist sore and you're going to get bored, right? Polychromos Earth Green 172. And so although financially, oh look at that, that's a really lovely green. Although financially it's probably cost me more in money, and it's also taken me more time to build out my collection, I think I've got an appreciation for the colours that I have. That's a really, really pretty green. So I don't regret buying my pencils over a period of time. Polychromos Juniper Green 165. I'm quite, oh, look at that. Like, can you imagine how much fun I'm going to have with these? Oh, so pretty. Sorry, I realised the camera was shaking then because I got a bit fierce with my, look at that. Oh, my days. I lost track of my thoughts. Polychromos Chromium Green Opaque 174. I got a chromium green in a different one in a previous haul. Well, I think it's still this haul, but it came at a different time. Chromium Green Opaque 174. So then I guess my next question is, do you want to see me swatching out all of my pencils? I think at this point I have, wow, I actually did the math the other day on a bit of paper. Like, you know, they say about napkin math. I did napkin math. And the reason I did napkin math is because I was thinking about this thing and I was looking at getting the one that has like 120 or something. Basically, I was looking at getting different cases for my different pencils, and I have very few. I think I have like 2 or 3 Holbeins. The next fewest amount I have are the Derwent Lightfast. Now I have more Polychromos than Derwent Lightfast. I also brought back my, I'm just looking at my little container here, my Derwent drawings. I don't know if I mentioned it in a haul video or in my hobby notes video, but I basically brought back the Derwent drawings that I'd taken to my dad's earlier in the year. So I brought those back from the UK. And then I have my Faber-Castell Polychromos and I have my Luminance. And in terms of like, I thought maybe I'd separate them out into different cases. I've since gone off that idea. Deep Cobalt Green 158 Polychromos. Sorry, tangent. So I don't think I think I've probably got like about 150, I think. I wish I knew where my little napkin was. I might have thrown it away because I can't see it. No, that's a different bit of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. I'm just keeping count. Helio Turquoise. So this is Polychromos again. I have Helio Turquoise in, I think it's Schminky Watercolour, which I love. Look at that. Whoa. Now I've got, I don't know if I showed it to you. If I did, it's in this haul. If not, it's going to be in my hobby notes. Phthalo Blue 110 Polychromos. The pencils that came before this, oh, that's so lovely. Look at that blue. See, don't they just fill you with joy, all these colours? I actually had, let me grab it. So I'm not sure if I've recorded this or not. If I haven't, then it's forgetful of me. It might be in my Habby notes. But I took my Derwent drawing pencils. And look how lovely they come. Oh, I don't know if you'll see them on the screen. So this is them on white paper. And this is them on black paper. And some lovely, lovely colours. And I forgot the purpose. What I was going to tell you with that. No, it's gone. Also, something else while I remember, because I will forget. I had to order this in order to sharpen pencils because my little regular one was rubbish. This was like, it's well recommended. It's just the Faber-Castell one. I think it was like €9. The one that people I was seeing online is like the Palomino. And that's like €30 for a pencil sharpener. If anyone has that, it's like a lovely little one that I thought would be handy for my pencil case. But I'm like, €30 for a pencil sharpener is ridiculous. So if you've got it and you think it's worth it, let me know. But yeah, this is new for this video as well. All right, we've got 4 colours left. What are we up to? Light Ultramarine 140 from Polychromos. When I was growing up, my parents used to play darts. They actually played quite a few championships. I'm rubbish at darts. I can't throw a dart to save my life. When I was back home, my dad was watching the championships. And they always do like that really like 180 kind of tone. And I feel a bit like I should be like announcing the colours in that way. So here we have Sky Blue 146 Polychromos. Did you get that? You might not have heard it because I was being silly. Sky Blue 146. Oh, that's a pretty colour as well. Like you can imagine like summer, or well, not summer, spring skies in this colour, couldn't you? Look at that. Oh, with a hazy springtime sunshine. Look. Oh, yummy and yummy. Oh my days. Right, we're down to the last 2. The Dark Indigo 157 from Polychromos. I was trying to think of the word, and I knew it wasn't ultimate, but it's penultimate, isn't it? It's the one before. The penultimate Polychromos. Oh, Dark Indigo 157. This is really gonna annoy people. Sorry. I was like, oh yeah, I'll inject a bit of my personality now. No, because people will be like, oh, that's annoying. Click away. I've decided I'm not doing any more music. Like, I know that people do. That's pretty in a kind of nice dark. Do you know what I want to compare that to? Is this one, Derwent Lightfast Nightshade. Oh, I don't really want to do it on this page because that'll mess up my let's do it here. You ready? Isn't that beautiful? So that's Nightshade. Ooh, look at those. Dark Indigo. I feel like I have a different Dark Indigo. This is Ink Blue Derwent Drawing. Ooh, look at these. Oh my days. Where is that Dark Indigo? It's going to be in my blues. No, I think it's in a different collection that I'm working on at the moment. Ah, there it is. This is Luminance Dark Indigo. Look at those. Oh my goodness. Like, let me just lift you up so you can drool over them with me. Can you even tell the difference? This is the Nightshade. This is the Indigo Dark Polychromos. This one is the other one, and this one is the one that I just said. Oh goodness gracious me, I think I need more coffee. I think it's that time of day. What was I saying? I was saying about, no, it's gone, friend, sorry. This is Dark Sepia 175 Polychromos. This is the last one, the ultimate. Oh, look at that. Oh, that goes on really nice as well, like with a nice sharp point. Oh, like me some of that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Waffle, right? So one of my videos I put in some music, and the other one I was like, I'll do some music, and then I'm like, it's so much effort finding music, and I don't want to do that. I want to waffle. Like, it's my YouTube channel. I'm doing it to hold myself accountable, and I don't want to have to make it more effort to make videos than it needs to be. So no more music, just waffle. If you don't like waffle, sorry. That's just who I am. I'm going to write these on and then I'm going to show them to you so you can be like, ooh, drool worthy. Oh my days. See, this is why I don't normally do the whole writing out thing. Oh, I've got an achy hand. Right, here you go. Lush, like you can drool now. Hold it so you can drool a bit longer. How long do you want to drool for? 5 seconds? 3 seconds? 8 seconds? My favourites, I think, I really am drawn to the sky blue. I think that's such a pretty colour. Same for the earth green. Not so keen on the earth green yellowish, mostly because it is more yellow. But this is pretty, this is beautiful. Loving the dark indigo, the dark sepia, helio turquoise. I love the kind of like greenness of the chromium opaque. Golden sun, yum. Caput molten violet, yum. Cinnamon, yum. Pompeian red, yum. Yeah, basically I'm loving all of them actually. So there you have it. That's those. Okay, so I've managed to fit in 3 in each of these elastic tabs for my new pencil case. 3, 6, 9, so that'd be 18 total. I think I could possibly get one more in each at a push, but I think it's going to bulk it out a bit more than I'd like because they're already quite close. So we'll see, but these are the colours that I need for the next illustration. I did share a video of an imperfect fashion illustration. I want to try a different technique with these to finish those off, so you'll probably see those in my hobby notes. This is something, so October treat for myself was to enroll in an Ian Fennelly course that I just really like the look of it. It's the Rural Landscapes course, and from that I basically, it was on the 1st of October, so on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. But anyway, on the 1st of October, I binge watched like an entire workshop from that course, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should join his membership, which I did. And a little bit about Ian Fennelly, he does a lot of tonal work, but he uses tombos. So let me show you the ones that I've got. Like, he uses them for the greys, for the tones. Okay, so these, I'm missing one that he uses. It's the N60 or N65, but these are the ones otherwise. Now I know that I knew that he used these, which is why I own them, because I have done a previous course of his and he used them quite a bit. But it recently came to my awareness, I don't know the words, I can't speak properly, I'm so tired, bad night's sleep, that actually the tombos are not light fast. We know obviously that they're water soluble, but they are not light fast, and apparently these are the Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor markers in grey tones. So I ordered these on Sunday when I realized how much I would be using tonal stuff practicing the Ian Fennelly method. Yeah, I'm quite excited. So we've got the black. I've never owned the Faber-Castell ones. They used to do those like small like brush pens, and I used to have an entire box set of those when I was at fashion school, but then I gave those away. This is cold grey. I'm thinking these are two separate ends. Warm grey, okay, that's cold grey 4, warm grey 3, cold grey, oh hang on, I get my Roman numerals muddled up. This is 6, cold grey 6, cold grey 4, warm grey 3, this must be warm grey 2, warm grey 4. I feel like I probably need a few more greys in there, but I can always go to the local art shop because I think they sell these individually. So I'm going to swatch these out for you, and then I'll waffle while I do that. Also, I know that you saw this book in a previous art haul. I am absolutely loving it. It's quite heavy, but I'm really enjoying the size of it more than anything. Where can we put the markers? Here, next to the tombos. Okay, can you see that? Let's start with the black. Okay, this is black 199 Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer. Don't quite know what to expect with these. Ooh, ooh. Interesting. I don't think I'm going to have enough space, am I? Okay, so this one is the more bullet. That's like the Posca, I guess, where it's just like it's there. And the other end is more like a brush because I was able to get different line weights. So these are different from the tombos then, because with the tombos, I felt like the tombow brushes are a bit more flexible. Ooh. This one is cold grey 6. Interesting. Then we have cold grey 4. Also, it's October. I've never ever participated in Inktober. I didn't really even know what it was. But on Sunday, oh, look at that. Oh, that's quite delicious. I don't know if you can call a grey delicious, but that's a lovely warm grey 4273. Oh, I forgot to do my squiggles. Oh, I do like that. Lovely warm grey, browny grey. Oh, how lovely. I always love it when there's a surprise colour, because actually the Ecoline brush pens, that's quite a warm grey black, like it's a warm black rather, whereas the N15 Tombow is a kind of like cold black, maybe more like a neutral black, but it feels quite cold to me. Okay, warm grey 3. Yeah, so Inktober. Oh, I do like that as well. I'm really loving the warm colours lately. I forgot the squiggles. The only downside to these is they are quite chunky. If we compare it, so I'm going to Paris next weekend for our anniversary, and my plan was to take these with me, but I mean 5 of those versus 5 of those. These are a lot lighter, these are a lot bulkier. Cool, so that's those. Can you see those colours? I'll write down what they are, even though I've just messed up the order. I should be able to remember. So these are all my brush pens. I don't think you've seen this because I haven't shown this properly, But what else was I going to show you? I bought this in the UK. Oh, when was I in the UK? The second week of October. Special, you are 1 in a million. I have no idea the brand. Magoo, Angu. You see that tiny little tab? The reason I got it is because, not that side. Tombow markers. So we have this case because I got fed up in Paris with trying to find the one that I wanted amongst my bag. So I was like, if I get something that contain my Tombows, I can just put them in here. So the plan is I'll have my greys and I'll just have some basic color ones, and then those will be sketchbook only. Whereas the Albrecht Dürer ones, the Faber-Castells, I can use these like on bigger pieces of paper. So that's that. I really like this case because it's big enough that it can also hold my longer palette of Winsor & Newtons, or if I want it, my Roman Schmalz. So you've seen this before. I'll pop a link up somewhere if you want to see me organizing that palette, my Winsor & Newton professional colors, but it fits in here neatly. I can fit a few other things in here, like I have a pencil for just sketching out, and I'll probably add a few microns in there. I think it might be that I add my microns here instead, so I've got all the pens where I need them. And then this section is great for just like if I want to add washi tape. I got this little like spritzer which has nothing in it, but it's a lot smaller than the one I was using previously, so it's easier to like slip into a pocket or something, and I can have two in there if I need, just tucked away. There's space for washi tape or my what do we call those things, travel paintbrushes, which I've got. I actually just want to test this. So this is a travel brush. Oh yeah, that would fit in there neatly. Okay, so it might just be that that's my like out and about watercolor kit, and then maybe this one becomes something else. I'll have to scribble over that, because at the moment it's only got my microns, my Fude, my Kaweco, and my pencil sharpener. So maybe this will need a bit of a rejig. Well, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing a rejig. I'd be happy to video it and share it with you. Now, getting back to other things I purchased. Just in case I haven't already done so, I purchased this earlier in the month to put my pencils in. I'm really excited about this. It worked really well. It was perfect for like sitting on the park or at a table and sketching away. I'd have my sketchbook either on it, or I'd have this to one side, and I used all the pencils that I took with me. So I really did plan out what I was taking, and I used what I took. So I'm really chuffed with that. In my hobby notes, I did mention that I would like a larger version of this, but not larger as in wider, but larger as in longer. Like I'd like it to open up and fit more pencils coming up to like here maybe. So like 3, 6, 9, maybe having like 15 either side. If I can't find something that is that, I might try and make it, because I have plenty of leather from previous fashion collections that I created, and my sewing machine can handle it, so I might try that. So that's that. And then I also went, while in Paris, got these what do we call them, postcards from the Shakespeare and Company bookshop, just for the color palette and to draw from. I thought they'd be like nice little inspirational images. And then we have these. Now I'm really excited about these. These arrived at my dad's in the UK, and I was in the UK from the I think the 9th until the 14th, till the 15th. So I got them sent from Jackson's directly to my dad's. I'm missing one. There should be another one. Did I wedge it in here? Oh, I did. Okay, so let's start with these first then. So you know from a previous video, which I'll link up here somewhere, about my Neocolor 2s. I decided, let me get these out, that I should get some Neocolor ones. And the reason I decided on this is because everyone seems to rave about them, and oil pastels, I've been building up my little Sennelier oil pastel collection, and I'm not loving them for being out and about, so I thought these might work really well. I'm going to swatch them out to show you, and let me find a sketchbook. Okay, because I like to use it, we're going to do them in here. Let's do it down the bottom, and I'm just going to do it very quickly so you can get an idea. So we have Sahara Yellow, which I actually have as a Neocolor too. I just love these. Are like proper crayons. They make me so happy. This is your standard yellow, and I was using them at my dad's after testing them out there, and I just loved how they laid up. This is salmon. We all know I love a bit of salmon. And also you can see you get that kind of like crayon-y texture underneath, so you can go in like and fill it like solid, but you could also just do it so you get that kind of look, the crayon texture. I love the texture. This one is Rosa Pink. This one's alizarin crimson. I always seem to buy alizarin crimson in everything I buy. I actually wanted to stock up on more of these, but I had a large payment I had to make, and so I don't have the spare funds now. light grey, so that might have to wait until later in the year. Aren't they just beautiful? And we can blame my partner because Prussian blue, he has to go to Paris for a work conference, and he was like, well, do you want to come with me, because we only did Paris for like 2 nights for our anniversary. And I was like, yeah, sure, you could do that. Malachite green. And wow, he couldn't actually get because Eurostar and Thales have joined forces now, he couldn't access his Thales account and stuff wasn't, so I ended up buying the tickets, and my goodness, it cost me like 600 euros for 2 return tickets from Amsterdam Schiphol to Paris Gare du Nord. Crazy. Olive green. I mean, like, I'm a sustainable freak. You would expect train travel to be a little bit less, like, if you want to make it like a no-brainer for people to travel more by train than plane, I think they'd like have some competition, but now they're joining forces, they don't. Olive, that was really pretty. And this last one is burnt sienna. Sorry, I went off tangent. I don't normally go off tangent on my haul videos, so sorry about that. Maybe I'll stick that one in the hobby notes. So those are my Neocolor ones. I'm loving them. Yeah, I can't say enough about them. I think they're really lovely, and I can't wait to start taking them out and about with me. I'm gonna set those to one side. The other thing, I think we're gonna have to do it here. I don't know if I want to swatch these out right now because I think they're gonna be really messy, and I actually need to sew some fabric. But the other thing I got are these scratchy dry pastels, like chalky ones from Jackson's. Now, there's a reason that this happened. I had seen someone using a pastel, this one here. Is that not the most beautiful color? It's Fugitive, but it's just so beautiful. I don't even remember who it was. I need to make notes of these things when I see them. But I bought 9 pastels as well. These are the Jackson soft pastels. I got basic colors for, like, you know, sky, grays for the buildings, and then like the olive, the greens, the yellowy. Those are all for, like, you know, foliage, landscapey stuff if I'm out and about. That's literally the only selection I got. Now, let me show you, because I did test them out when I was in the UK. Let me get my other sketchbook. You might have things crashing to the floor. While I was at my dad's, because they got delivered there, I did swatch them out, sort of. Okay, and the reason that I got them is because I had seen someone, let me zoom you in. Now, this is a bad example of an image. It was me messing around being stupid. But I'd seen someone use water over chalk pastels, and I was like, oh, maybe I can use it as like a base color before I add, like, instead of having to take gouache or watercolor out with me, so I've got like a dryish media. But it didn't really work. Maybe I'm not doing it right, I don't know. But you can see that I was able to lay the bolder lines. Those are the Neocolor ones that I laid over the top. Let me bring this a bit closer so you can see the colors that I've got. So there was a cool gray, warm gray. This was like the olivey color. This was the yellowy greeny color. Maybe it was leaf green, I'm not sure. And this is the other color. Then there was like the pinky salmon. Then there was the neo color. And then there was, this is either ultramarine or cerulean. Or maybe it's, hang on, let me get it. No, I lie. It was pale cobalt blue for the sky, because I thought that's a good sky color. So, you know, it's a nice mix of colors. I clearly don't know how to use them, so it's going to take some practice. And then I swatched out the gorgeous, look at these, the Neocolor ones. They're so pretty. But you've seen those already. So those are what happened. I need to put this in the way so that it doesn't make a mess. I think I've messed up the order there now. I need to get a fixative, but they don't let you take those on planes. So that's it so far. If there's anything else that I purchased in October, we're over halfway through the month. So anything else, I will come back and share it with you, but it's not likely at this point. In which case, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me for my October art haul. I hope you have taken great joy in seeing my little selection of bits and bobs, and I hope it's inspired you to get a bit more creative with your art hobby in the months ahead. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, as well as the comments that you leave. It's great having a conversation with you in the comments of my videos, so feel free to leave a comment today and give the video a thumbs up. I wonder which way around that goes. Yay! If you enjoyed it in any way, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.